Is Jivko's still doing the whole, wine tasting?
He hasn't actually tasted anything yet. As sort of encasing, could be protective of some sort, perhaps. No idea.
The next one, it looks a little bit like blood in color, but the viscosity is way less. It's more runny, and it has these globules of like black, kind of like almost like marbles in it, and it bubbles a little bit.
God.
And as you taste it, your heartbeat speeds up.
This will either... Well, I don't have a heartbeat.
Oh god, yeah,
I was gonna
right.
say, I don't have a heartbeat.
Your heart artificially starts to like suddenly beat a little bit irregularly.
Jeff Cost looks like visually confused and like...
He's alive!
What the fuck? That's... Actually... What? He just seems really fucking confused. It did something with my heart. Made it actually beat.
Whoa!
Somebody else want to try?
Let me take a sip. Check. Not check. Sip.
I was gonna say,
You
check.
take a little sip, and your heartbeat start to like race for a couple of seconds. So like, oh.
Okay, this is really weird. Whoa. Wow, yeah, that's certainly something I... Sure.
That felt really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Remind you of how it used to feel?
That's the mainly uncomfortable part.
You didn't like being alive?
I do.
It's a
Why,
personal
dude?
question.
But 500 years without a heartbeat changes how you feel.
Right.
Okay.
So it's some sort of like a thing to get your heart racing, maybe pick you up after you've been knocked down.
Maybe some sort of enhancement in your just speed. As if your heart beats faster, there's more blood going to your muscles, therefore... Well, you understand.
Right. Okay.
Elven Grace, then.
All right, you look into like a somewhat translucent, bright blue liquid where there's constantly like falling leaves in it. And when you drink it, you're suddenly aware of every muscle in your whole body, and for a few moments you can exactly move every muscle, every sinew exactly as you want it.
Okay, that might have been a little bit weirder. I could feel absolutely everything. Wait, does that mean that he'd actually feel everything more?
Yeah, I mean, you felt like, that's damaged, and that's kind of broken, and that's rotting.
Oh, Jesus.
How am I holding together? I don't know.
I have to say, so far 2 of 3 have made me feel alive again, and not in a good way. But that one seems to make you completely aware of the status and capability of every single muscle in your body. Alright. Next.
Oh boy!
This is fucking weird.
Oh boy!
Part of me
Everyone else,
seems
this would
to
be like
think,
kind of a bit weird, but for him, it's like, what the fuck?
Is it safe to say here, Jirfkos? And it's hard to tell, and I'm sure a sip, but do these potions perhaps have both positive and negative effects? Like, you take the feeling of being aware, but at the same time at the cost of feeling everything?
I think that may be a bypass of it. And with the one before, perhaps it might be that if you drink it too much, your heart will beat way too fast and it will stop.
Fascinating. Go on,
Not that
please.
it would have much of an effect on me in that case. Well, ups and downs, I guess. It makes sense for a hag to be putting a sweet tooth on some form of cursed item.
All right, gently now.
Oh no, that does not sound good.
When you taste this potion, you get this feeling of like, I should be careful. I should be cautious. I don't want to hurt anybody. And you feel like you're yourself relaxing a little bit.
This one seems to just relax and make you sort of not wish to do any damage or, well,
So it's a passive.
you want to be
fight, so-
careful. Weird. I think that might be the two. It may make you more aware of, well, being careful with your steps or something like that, and also make it so that you are, well, more careful with everything else you do, which has its upsides and downsides.
It's also bright pink, the liquid, with like swirls of like rainbow colors in it.
That sounds really cool. Well, do any of these make you guys want to actually take any of them?
At this moment, we just want to know if there are anything here that could be worthwhile as we further explore. Ultimately, our intention is to find some sort of help, advantage to get us, somehow to defeat and slaughter, murder, kill Amatia's sisters. That was the intention here. We're not here just tasting willy-nilly. We're not here for a enjoyable experience. We're here to find something specific. And if you're enjoying this, of course, you've got the wrong end of the stick.
I mean, if he enjoys this, he's gonna enjoy it. I don't see.
I'm unsure whether I have enjoyed any of these, but I will continue. Ghostly embrace.
All right, you look into a radioactively neon blue liquid
Jesus.
Coca-Cola.
that gives off like this gentle steam of like green smoke. As you take a sip, the edges of your physical form becomes fuzzy and kind of disappear.
You guys saw that as well.
Right. You became ethereal for a second. Like a ghost.
Partially, yes. Which, again, has its upsides and downsides, but that's a lot easier to see the upsides and downsides of, at least. I think that one's a much more safer bet. Oh, nice. Happiness in a bottle. Oh, God. That's the... Oh.
This is a bubbling, bright yellow brew. And like the bubbles are like large, and they kind of like as they hit their surface and they break, there's like audible pops. And it's almost like syrupy in its viscosity. And as you drink it, this whole situation is kind of fucked. Like when you look at it, like through a lens of humor. You're an undead Minotaur revenant walking around in a hag's mansion, and you're drinking weird alchemy potions. So we're just there, give it to you by the hags. So you're like thinking, hey, let's drink them. You
give it
don't
a
think
try.
that is weird.
I mean, to be fair, it's that is so in line with Jivkos.
Yeah, your whole brain just alights with mirth.
Let me search up that word.
It's funny.
Oh.
Yeah, happy mirth.
He actually physically
MIRTH.
chuckles, which is the first time anything has ever yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Describe how Jivkos laughs.
Yeah.
No.
Is it like the sound of gravel? Like
would not be
tossing
like-
in a cement mixer?
It would not be like a full laugh. It would like be a sort of like gruff chuckle, but there would definitely be a like strain of half non-existent vocal cords producing a sound. And if it was a person, you'd think that they probably had blood in their throat.
Why is everything that Jivkos is disturbing?
Welcome to Mother Mystery!
Yeah.
I'm just trying to imagine the sound of that, like the sound of like the gurgling, like blood in his throat.
Yeah.
Is it really blood at this point? Isn't it just ichor?
It is. You haven't seen his blood, but he did say. Well, no, you might have on the spikes actually in the pit. It is like a black, thick tar, like uneven and lumpy in some bits, and just like really thick slime almost.
Yeah, that's his blood.
Yeah.
Carry on.
I hate
Love
so
is
much
lament.
about everything Jivkos.
Of course, it's not fun to be undead.
This is a very low viscosity, half opaque, lavender looking liquid, which creates condensation on the inside, where like the water kind of like drips down on the inside into the liquid, almost like tears. And your mind goes through a whiplash of emotions.
Oh fuck.
And you find yourself very sad that Kala isn't here.
His entire figure just sort of droops as he drinks, and he just goes silent completely. Not even like any action of like breathing that he usually imitates or anything. Just completely still like a statue.
Amati, this one is made him petrified.
That's not good. Maybe raise on that unpetrifies him.
Yeah,
Give
he's
him
like
a-
a statue.
I poke Jivkos.
I'm still here. Just
Oh.
to put it plainly, that one makes you sad.
Aww.
No use there. And he'll immediately put it like separate from the other ones. And immediately pick up the next one.
Banish into the Shadowlands. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Shiver me timbers. The liquid is brown like mud, and it is constantly like impact tremors going across the surface, even if you're not moving the liquid. It's like constantly like it's experiencing like an earthquake. And as you drink it, you feel very tingly.
Just tingly.
Yeah, tingly.
More things I have not felt in a very, very long time. I do not know if there's any use in that one as well. Next.
Sweet dreams. This is a black liquid with golden bubbles and foam on top. and as you drink it, you experience a rush of weakness.
Does that actually change how he feels normally?
You're slightly more there.
Oh.
In lack of better words, you just basically had like a caffeine hit.
Fair enough. This just seems to wake you up. That doesn't seem to have any drawbacks either. I would still not trust it. Lost.
All right, wallflower. This liquid looks like it isn't there. You're like, is it empty? Is it actually something there? It doesn't like even have weight to it. But as you put your mouth to it and like gently tip it over, liquid still hits your mouth. And Jivka's like whole form changes color for a moment to become like slightly pink and brown.
Like a delicate flower.
Make me a perception intelligence.
What the fuck are
Wow.
you rolling?
For a moment, his color scheme became very reminiscent of like the wall and the tables behind him.
I see.
Right.
Does this just change my color randomly?
Maybe if you drank it all, you could become a flower.
I would much rather not, and he'll just put it back down. So, we have a bunch of very weird potions. What now?
Well, which ones of these did you feel like it would potentially aid us?
I have an idea that the one that sped up heartbeat may aid us, but I'm unsure whether it would be a good idea for any of you to be drinking it. They may all aid us in some form, I think, except for some. And he'll just glance towards that one that you've moved away. Yeah. There's also, of course, the one that made me partially see through, like the ghost, which I think may be useful as well, perhaps. What do you think, with the descriptions that I have provided?
What happens if you put them all in a single pot?
I don't think that is a very good idea. Try it at your own peril, but I very much recommend against it.
Hamatir,
Hmm.
who of your kin was into alchemy?
That would be Bella.
And what can you tell us about Bella and her affinity with alchemy?
Well, making. First things that you have to understand that Bella has a very, very weird obsession with beauty. Right?
Yeah.
And yeah. No, that's because she's fucking. Well, she has she shown you her true form. I mean, I've shown you her true form. She's very much so fucking ugly. She's an absolutely horrendous monster. So she tries to create potions mostly in order to fix that because she doesn't like being an ugly little bitch. But she is one. So she has lots of experiments. She experiments in order to make herself pretty, make herself a little bit more. Her facial expressions a little bit more nuanced. Yet she. That's pretty much it. She once made a potion that made her hair become like translucent. It was really weird. I don't know what she was trying to do with that one.
Also, more information that you definitely would have. Bella is more like underhanded and cunning, whilst Ophalia is more like straightforward in her cruelties. And Bella, you know, one potion that was very important for the witches that they took from time to time was which was youth. It was just called youth.
There is one potion in particular that they adored. It's the quote-unquote youth potion that makes them return their, well, less hideous forms. We've seen Mother Dearest take one before she went to the ball. That's why she looked as pretty as she was back then. Usually she's just like an ugly fucking hag, but...
Is that in the book?
Let's check. And I will impose my will on the book to make to search for the youth potion.
Okay. I actually forgot to prepare that one. But yeah.
Wow.
Yes!
Yeah.
It's there!
Whoa.
It flips between 2 pages and soon a third. Mother's milk was a thing as well.
Right, so... No, I think I have an idea.
But I mean, look at these 2 pages and these colors and these symbols flash before your eyes. And you indeed see their titles, and you read out all of these potions, and you realize, oh.
We can make some good shit of this.
Depending on what of the resources that are here.
Hey. Thanks. Do you see this restorative ointment?
Yeah.
Do you think we can use it to break charms, perhaps?
Well,
Arius is
not-
gonna make intelligence check.
it was to read the symbols on or the ingredients required for a restorative ointment.
No, I've had restorative ointment from Joseph in the past. It's more like a Vaseline kind of substance that you can rub on your wounds, and it makes it better.
Right, but it might take a while, right? You might need during a rest or something.
Yes, indeed. It's more of an applied process.
Oh, I see, so it's not... What about the potion of Hill Giant Bone? I mean, I know at least one person here would like some bone, and she'll look up as she sees Jeff Cosmen's presence.
Can I I don't know, I guess Nix goes to, looks at Jeff Cos and says, scale of 1 to 20, how beefy do you feel?
How? What?
Beefy? You know, strong?
I wouldn't want to say the actual number because I feel like that would be metagaming. I'm assuming it probably would be, wouldn't it?
Do you feel like you are the max of your physical potential or close to it?
I do feel less than I used to be, but still quite beefy, as you say.
Nix almost cracks a smile.
Jifkos will try and crack one back. Not like a full smile, just at the edges of his face.
I'm sure that is horrifying.
A little bit. But
Funny.
also strangely endearing at the same time.
Yeah, he feels beefy like a cow. So funny.
Shut up.
I'm not sure. Maybe this is for someone such as you or I to give us the strength that we might need in a very short period of time. I think Jivkos has got it. Like, look at those muscles.
I thought
You
that's
both do seem quite lacking in those departments.
We make up in other areas, Mr. Muscles.
I never said you didn't.
I don't know. Maybe potion of diminution. That's like becoming smaller. So I don't know if that's better. Dust of sneezing and choking could be useful for a period of time. Psionic fortitude. Well, you tell me if you feel like well.
Ionic fortitude sounds like something that we really wish to possess. To dance around free hags.
Well, I was under the impression that psionic actually means, psychic, mental, powers. Your sisters are very adept in influencing our mental state. So having that might be a beneficial boon to us so that we don't get charmed all the time.
That may be very useful.
That sounds about right. I think if we can manage to pull out 4 potions of psionic fortitude, that would be great.
Well, let's see what's around. And Nix looks at, the shelf. Actually, what do we have to work with? What actually can we make?
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's make an investigation check
We do the thing.
to find ingredients.
And Nix will, rummage around and say, Nix, you got this?
All right. You guide yourself.
I do guide myself for, and I say to, Illyria and Iris, say, well, let's, whilst we're here, we might as well make the best of the situation. It's just a question of putting everything into that stone slab and poof, we've got a potion. They seem to be advantageous. So I asked them for assistance.
Yes.
Or help.
They will help. You have advantage plus guidance.
Well, that
Yay.
And Jivkos get the 2 potions that the first, I think it was the second one and the 5th one, I think, and stow them in the satchel he's gotten.
All right. You take Crimson Echo and you take
Ethereal, I think.
Ghostly Embrace, right?
That one, yes. You'll take those 2 for the moment.
To remind you, the first one was Ethereal Sigh. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, it's not that one, yeah.
So you make this decision with all of the...
Yeah, Crimson Echo and Ghostly
Ethereal
Embrace.
Sigh was this shimmering blue aura around your body. The Crimson Echo was the quickening of the heartbeat. The Elven Grace was feeling all your muscles and sinews. Gently now, you felt gingerly. Ghostly Embrace, the edges of your physical form dissipated. Happiness in a bottle, you became very happy.
Too happy.
Lover's Lament, you became a bit sad. Shiver Me Timbers gave you tingly feelings. Sweet Dreams gave you a hit of caffeine. And Wallflower made you blend into your surroundings for a moment.
I mean, he didn't see that. Nix saw that.
Well, I think he explained it, right?
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought he made a joke about it. Sorry. He may take the ones I'm interested in is the 1st, the 2nd, the 5th, and I don't know which other ones. Probably those 3. So Ethereal, Crimson, and Ghostly.
Ethereal, Crimson, Ghostly. Yeah. And then disregard Elven Grace, Gently Now, A Happiness in a Bottle, Lover's Lament, Shivers Me Timbers, Sweet Dreams, and Wallflower.
Other people may take bottles as well if they want, of course.
So you're gonna take Ethereal Sigh, Crimson Echo, and Ghostly Embrace.
Yes.
Alright now.
Also, you got a fucking 24, man. These rolls.
Yeah. You gather a bunch of ingredients from the shelves, thinking, maybe this is it, maybe that is this, but using like the book where you ask yourself, what is this? And the pages flutter and the circle comes back and you actually like identify it. You see, oh, this is actually an ingredient or this is not an essence, right? You discover a 24. That's pretty good. Like spending 20 minutes or so scrunching these things up.
We 20 minutes scrounging.
Yeah, 20 minutes of scrounging. This is what you find.
Ooh,
Oh shit.
that's a lot.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
That's a lot of shit.
Wow.
Right.
I think we can make quite a few potions with that.
Right,
Jivkos, also make me an intelligence check. A pure intelligence check, please.
Yes. 2.
Okay, never mind.
Fuck.
There's something that you could have remembered, but you didn't.
You know, sometimes you remember, sometimes you don't.
That pains me. Like.
So, based off of what I've found on the shelves here, we have the capability of making 4 potions at the very most.
Right, and for how long do these potions work?
Well, I mean, we don't know exactly, but we know if it's a health potion, we know their immediate actions. But let's flip to the recipes again. Let's maybe try and put things together and you can see what is able to be crafted.
Right.
Yes. The book responds. The pages flutter on their own accord.
Right. So, it is possible to make 3 potions of superior healing and 1 potion of psionic fortitude.
I believe a potion of psionic fortitude would serve us much better than a potion of healing in this.
Well, then if that's the case, then we can have 2. We can make up to 3 potions of psionic fortitude. And at all the costs, every single potion takes an aether, the first element.
Right.
And we have 4 of those,
So we have 4 potions, all in all.
all in all. So the choice is what works best.
I have no stance in this decision.
You do not, or you don't wish to have one.
Both.
Right. We can make pretty much, on the whole, 4 potions. And I think psionic, sure. I don't know if we need extra strength. Can only make 1 of those. Or 1 of the shrinking potions. I don't know what to expect, but shrinking someone...
That sounds very situational.
Right. What? I think, I mean, we're pretty low on healing potions myself, but psionic fortitude sounds pretty great too. Now, I cannot, at this point in time, provide my traditional healing, so Hamatia, that's going to have to rely on you. It's your call if you have the capabilities to sustain us.
I believe I can sustain us to a certain degree, but I do not believe I possess the ability to really put on some big heels.
Then perhaps we have 2 of each. Makes no sense to me to make a potion that is of less healing when we know we have a finite amount of potions that we can
We
create.
may not have 2 of each.
We can
Two of
have
each.
2 of each.
No. It does not add up.
It does add up.
Not with the... Jivkos doesn't know the name, so I'll just point to the blue triangle.
We have 3 of those.
Yes, and don't you want 2 of each?
Oh,
So
right.
you need 4.
Right. Right.
Hmm.
And there is also the Potion of Youth, which has been added at the top.
Oh. I didn't see
On the
that.
third page. On the third page.
Is there a potion of aging?
No. You did.
Potion of
You
age.
did experience Esmeralda drinking the potion of youth, and her skin was glowing.
Fabulous.
Basically, she became her most heightened self.
Shit, how would that work in an undead?
You're a baby undead.
No!
What do you think Bottled's breath does?
Maybe simulates a dragon's breath.
As you say that, the pages flutter and they quickly open here.
A lot of air. Perhaps like a gust of wind or something like this. Related to light or breathing, freedom, intelligence, thinking.
Well,
Right.
Just have breathing in it.
I was thinking maybe you could do reference, bringing back someone air in their lungs after they stop having air in their lungs. Okay. Well, we have to choose. Okay, let's say we have at least 2 potions of psionic fortitude. We have 1 potion of superior healing, and we need 1 more without a blue essence.
So, every other potion except from the healing, psionic, and youth.
Perhaps the potion of advantage.
Oh, that sounds good. We can use the advantage.
I'm sure Illyria would appreciate constant advantage if necessary.
Right. If we can make Lyria especially prepared. I mean, Lyria is a force of nature, but if we can make her an even preciser force of nature.
I'm not entirely sure what you mean with constant advantage, but it sounds nice.
Well, constant, having the upper hand is a turn of phrase when it comes to saying having advantage. Maybe you will have the upper hand in combat coming ahead. And slightly easier to attack. Find that sweet spot.
I wouldn't argue against that. But are we sure that that's more important than healing?
We cannot get any more healing.
We have no more of the blue essence to heal.
I didn't do good in school, I'm sorry.
I don't do the learning. Dust of sneezing and choking is situational and potentially life-saving, but at this point in time we need to have a little bit more of assurances. I think the potion advantage might actually be beneficial if I know what it does. I don't know exactly what it does, but
These recipes actually write out the effect. I just didn't have the space, so actually let me tell you.
Tell me.
Because they're not a part of the normal list of potions.
Oh.
In the alpha magical list that I've created. Okay, I haven't prepared it there. That's a little bit sad. 1 second.
Temporary advantage.
Yeah.
Is it like advantage all day? Is it like advantage forever, constant advantage?
that would be
Permanent
amazing.
advantage.
Forever. When you drink this potion, you gain advantage on one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw of your choice that you make within the next hour.
1? Oh shit,
could be
that's
very
not
useful.
worth it. No, like 1 attack, saving throw, like 1?
Yeah, that's not worth it.
With the fact that, in comparison to say, I don't know, like
Bottle breath.
yeah.
Bottle breath. This pages flutter. The information appears on the papers.
Sure.
Yeah.
If
Theatre
you
of the mind.
exhale the breath, you gain the effect of gust of wind spell. If you hold the breath, you don't need to breathe for 1 hour, though you can end this benefit early. For example, to speak. Ending it early doesn't give you the benefit of exhaling the breath. So basically you have air in your lungs for 1 hour, or you do the gust of wind spell.
Oh, okay. So it's
it's really
like
shit.
water breathing kind of thing, yeah.
What about the potion of heal?
Heal giant bronze.
Sneezing and joking.
It's like that's in D&D. It forces someone to make a saving throw or be sneezing and choking for like a turn, or until they make a save.
The heal giant strength sets your bronze score to 21 for 1 hour.
Right.
And sneezing. You create a fine sand.
Pocket sand.
When you use an basically, when you use an action to throw a handful of the dust into the air, you and each creature that needs to breathe within 30 feet of you must succeed on a DV15 vitality saving throw or become unable to breathe while sneezing uncontrollably. A creature affected this way is incapacitated and suffocating. As long as it's conscious, a creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns and in effect on it on a success. A lesser restoration spell can also end the effect.
So easy to, to beat.
What's the DV again?
15.
15 is nice.
I think, well, it doesn't beat Potion of Resistance of Necrotic, though.
And then you have, I think you're interested in learning, is Potion of Psionic Fortitude. When you drink this potion, you have advantage for 1 hour on saving throws you make to avoid or end the charmed or stunned condition on yourself.
Yeah, that's useful.
Yeah, it's pretty useful. Well, we know that's why we got 2 of them. And the Necrotic is just resistance to damage, necrotic damage, presumably.
Yes, for 1 hour, I think.
Yeah. I would go just personally saying out of game that
Yeah, for 1 hour.
resistance of necrotic. If we have to deal with like mitigating potentially large amounts of damage that we have minor healing on, resistance is probably the best thing to go
I
for.
concur with you.
So then we get resistance of psionic and necrotic and 1 healing.
Right. I think that's the best option out of the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
We try and make them.
So are we gonna do this?
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, yeah.
Okay. What do we want to start with?
I'm not going to help with making potions. Of course, is not.
To put this up front, this is cunning.
So I'll do it.
Crafting is cunning.
I mean, you're in your home. You've seen Bella maybe or something like that, dude.
I'm a cunning bitch.
I will provide assistance and be sous chef, but
Cunning what, though?
Cunning.
On a scale of 1 to 20, how would you rate
How did you need to be?
How cunning is what?
Nix on the scale of 1 to 20?
He feels like a little bit, like a slightly
No,
above
I'm
average.
just kidding. No.
Jivkos is a bit below.
Hamata is hella cunning, so I think.
Yeah. Nix is not that cunning. He's got his wits about it, but he's not like as cunning as Amatia for sure.
Irius is he is above average for sure, but his most outstanding attribute is his willpower.
Yeah, so
Well, Arius
Hamatia
can always
will take point on this one.
Okay. You step up to the stone slab with your ingredients in your hand. Those imperceptible whispers spread through the air around you, almost like a sigh. And as you touch the stone slab, the book in your other, your mind expands. Knowledge rushes through your mind, and you gain Alchemy rank 2
Whoa!
Nice.
Whoa!
for as
That's
long
sick.
as you're in contact with these two items.
That's really useful. Look at them.
In your face, well, I'm going to use some, make some potions.
Suddenly, the essences before you, the Coptic runes, the arcane patterns, the actual symbols of the essences themselves makes sense. They're rational, they're logical, and a breath of knowledge opens within you like a gate. Which one would you like to start to do?
I'm going to start with what I believe would be the simplest one to conjure.
Well, as you gain Alchemy rank 2, you realize that the more essences involved, the more difficult it is to craft.
Right, so I shall start with the potion of resistance to necrotic.
All right, so that is a complexity 4.
I give guidance
What the fuck is complexity?
and
As
providing
in,
assistance, help.
you have 4 total ingredients, so complexity
Right.
4.
So I just need to roll my
So
cunning with proficiency plus bless.
yes, indeed.
You're also getting assistance unless he's unable to give. I think.
There's only one person who is able to connect with the stone slab.
So it's
and
going
the
to be
book.
1d20 plus 3 plus my
Cunning.
proficiency bonus, which is 3
3.
again.
Yeah, so 1 is
And
really plus
Plus
6.
1d4.
Plus
Yep.
1d4.
It's going to be a 23 to hit.
Ooh!
Slap.
Ooh! You carefully, over the course of the next 4 minutes, place the essences in the right grooves, invoke the right paths, the right runes, the right Coptic words, and together they flow, they transmute, they change and pool into the center, into a workable potion, which you capture in an empty vial that you find. You have
Eureka!
a potion of resistance to necrotic.
Look, I made a thing! She is going to just shout, "Suck it, Bella! I can do this better than you." Right. And she is twiddling her fingers and smiling joyfully. Let's go for the psionic fortitude potions. And she starts dribbling around. Same roll, I believe.
Indeed.
Okay. 25!
What the
Hell yeah! Nick's
What are
guidance.
you guys doing?
All right. Yeah, as before, even though this time the recipe is different, the paths are different, the result is different, the whole process is different, it doesn't matter. You have total control over the process. And
Alright.
after 4 minutes of crafting, which you now know with your alchemy rank 2 would have taken you hours through normal alchemical apparatuses, only takes a couple of minutes to make.
Right. Another potion of sonic fortitude. Hopefully, something like that. Less 15.
Roll me a 2d10.
17.
It's really fucking high. It's either good or bad.
It's pretty bad. It's probably bad.
High on your own success. Your thoughts swimming with these thoughts of fuck it, Bella. Fuck you, suck it. I can do this. Fuck you. I know what I'm doing. You're not as powerful as you think you are. You make a wrong move in your own distraction. The potion essences before your view burn up in a quick blue flame, and a wave of psychic energy bursts through your mind, and you gain the minor headache persistent injury effect.
Oh no.
No, look this up on the Frostmark wiki.
What is on the wiki? Where can I find that?
I don't know.
So robust.
Is the potion gone?
And you lose the essences, indeed. You don't
Fucking
craft the potion.
shit. Oh, ow, ow, ow.
Get it together.
Okay. Where can I see the consistent injuries?
On the wiki.
Yeah, but where on the wiki?
And
It's in the
rule
injury
book.
table. It's in,
Rule book.
you have disadvantage on mental checks. Healing spells at
Shit.
least. Yeah. You have just disadvantage on all mental checks.
Oh, that's so bad for me.
And this is a mental check, so...
Oh shit.
I don't think I can do this, guys.
Do we know what, like, the other part of the thing? Or
Oh no, that's so bad.
Illyria gives you a knowing look.
That's so bad. Oh no. Like the worst thing what could have happened. Shit. Listen, I don't work like this. It hurts like shit. I think I need to end it. I can probably use. Can I use like a healing word to heal it if I have a 4th level?
You have to consume the 4th
Yeah, you consume
soul.
it.
Yeah,
Oh,
or
okay.
use a spell slot at level 4.
I have a 4th level spell slot, so can I use a 4th level like a regular spell without like immediately
Yeah.
ditching a soul to
You
it?
do? Illyria will give you the evil eye. You've been carrying this headache for like a shit ton of time, and you're like,
Yes!
resolve it right now.
But she didn't have minor headaches. She had worse. She had a
She had a migraine, didn't
She had a
she?
migraine.
Oh my
Alright.
god, that's so bad.
Level 7.
Yeah, but you know,
Alright.
I'm gonna cast healing word at myself on 4th level,
Okay.
so I can get my shit together.
Make
Uh,
me
a soul check?
a soul check.
Vibing?
It's
Vibes.
D16.
Oh no! I suck at soul check. No.
Helping it.
The vibes. You can't help it, so I'll check that.
Oh,
Yeah!
27!
So high! You're +8? What the fuck?
I mean,
God damn.
5 plus 3. If you got that plus 5.
Yeah, fair enough. Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
Right.
Yes, indeed.
Slay.
Good job.
Slay.
You notice this affliction in your head, but you think to yourself, "No, I can do this. I can purge myself of this." And invoking your soul mark, your horn lights up. You can hear the encouraging words of soul beyond the grave. you cleanse yourself of your minor headaches at the expense of a spell slot of level 4.
Okay, I'm good.
Magical ibuprofen.
Just
Basically.
pop a pill.
She's going to like knock on her head. Hello? Hello? Yeah, I'm fine. Okay. Okay, get your shit together, Ham. It's so safe. Okay.
Illyria sighs to herself.
And
Rubbed her temples.
I mean, we've got rid of the migraine eventually, didn't we?
No.
No.
Oh, it's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she still has it.
Shit.
She has had a constant headache ever since.
To be fair, it's really hard to get rid of.
Yeah.
I shall take care of you next time. My apologies, Amelia.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm used to suffering.
Okay, next, do remind me to cure Lyria of her migraine once I get my shit together again. Okay, for the last one, instead of channeling her hatred towards Bella, she's going to do something else. She's going to try and remember her observing a certain Anya,
Oh.
her potion shop, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yeah. Channeling some of her energy. Okay. So the last one you're doing, the Potion of Superior Healing, is a complexity 5 with 5 ingredients, meaning that the DV is higher.
Right, then she's just going to try and channel that same sort of calmness that she had when she was with Anya, all the way back then. 26.
Ooh,
And
so good.
And a calm comes upon you. You face the book, you face the table, and invoking that calmness of Anya, you find your way across the pitfalls between the runes, the circles, and the essences. And you create yourself a potion of superior healing.
Yay!
A single tear will flow down Hamatia's cheek as she grabs the potion and gives it a little kiss. Right, all done?
Gone now. Question is, what do we do with the child?
You can stay here. I mean,
Will we not do the same as we've done with the others? And let her stay here? We're not exactly able to do anything else.
I suggest we take this book with us, though.
yes, of course. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm not going to let Bella have it.
It may be of high value to your sister, but I fear it may be falls under the same curse as the rest.
Well, we can try and test the bag of holding here.
Let us. Well, we don't know. Maybe we can just walk out with it. Have you tried?
Right, let me try, and Hamatia will try to poke an invisible wall with the book on the doorway.
Indeed, there is an invisible wall at the doorway for the book.
Can then Nick say, okay, well, try. And he opens up the mini bag of holding.
And Hamatia will insert the book into the bag of holding.
Yeah, it's in the bag of holding, and you attempt to move the bag of holding over the threshold, and nothing happens.
What do you mean nothing happens?
There's no wall anymore.
It passes.
Oh, it passes through. Oh, loopholes!
Do you think we can get a
Nothing.
child in the bag?
I'm pretty sure because we'll look down upon suffocating a child.
Wait,
Surprisingly, yes. Though that should not be a surprise.
what do you mean suffocating? It's just a bag.
There is no air in there, is there?
Yes, but if we do it really quickly, the
You
child
want
can just hold
to
its
ask
breath.
the child to hold its breath for a sec?
Like a minute.
I mean, the bag's opening is pretty narrow. I mean, it's tight. Okay, it's Where? How did I have it open? How many bag holding? It's half a meter in diameter. It's pretty narrow. A book can go into it, but a child probably not.
I see. Fine. Well, I think we're done with the alchemy room. I think we should scour every room. Perhaps we can find more suitable stuff. I'm not sure why they gave us this.
I don't know. It's something I've learned, at least from Kelvin, never to trust a hag. What
Right,
you
but-
get as a seeming benefit always has a cost.
But you can trust this hag. Points to herself. She gives like a sly smile.
I didn't think you were a hag.
Half hag, technically. But yes, I am a sister of this coven, or at least I was.
If we are still to browse around this home with relative impunity, we are better served trying to find any advantage that we can, whether it be weaponry, magic, souls. That we are
Right.
also lost.
So I believe we should now go.
That was actually pretty amazing. Good job.
Thank you. I had a friend that used to practice alchemy once, so Anyway, what is your name?
She moves like a piece of hair behind her ear and she says, the name is Arena.
Irina, nice to meet you. My name is Hamatia. Over there is Jivkos, Elia, Arius, and Nyx.
Hi.
Chip
Anyway.
the claw's hand back.
He's not supposed to be moving about. As you guys know, the squalls will be angry.
They're already angry. You see, that's the thing. Once you become too angry, you can become more angry, and then there's nothing they can do. Anyways, I don't suppose you have a key to the door over there?
Even if I did, I couldn't follow you.
I don't want you to follow us. I just want...
Again, I had to question your ability to think because it just wraps around back to the hallway from whence you came.
I know. There are other things that I would rather avoid in that other hallway, but... Next, can you open the door, please?
Nyx goes over.
I just don't want to get
Tries-
tripped.
The door is locked. Okay. Nyx will like sigh and pull out his tools and do the whole fiddling with a magical lock again. And it's not gonna get the better of him. I swear.
Alright. Go ahead.
I believe in you.
26!
Nice!
Oh my god! You know, you're starting
this
to
rolled
learn
so
their
hot.
tricks. With time, you know what to do and where to pressure the system. And
Yes,
it's definitely shorter amount of time than last time.
you like that, don't you?
Oh,
Take it.
fuck's sake.
Next, where is it?
Nix is
Oh, yeah.
fucking a door.
Scenario.
Yes.
Right. Thank you very much, Irina. Hopefully, I shall meet you on better terms. You have a great day.
Please don't destroy this for us.
Right. Next room we should probably visit would be my room.
Is that the next room across, or?
It's the room over there to the north.
Alright.
Alright, Hamatia will do the old Oh wait, we've been here, so we know it's not trapped.
Yeah.
He's going to continue walking and approach the door over here.
Yeah. And before you open that room in all apprehension, wondering what's behind the door to indeed the room you spent most of your life in somewhat misery, we're going to end today's episode of Charismatic Misery.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, potion.
potions!
Yeah,
Potion.
Cooking episode!
Good job,
Potion.
guys!
Mini games.
Yay! Shards! Mysterious shards.
Yeah, hurting children.
Woo!
No, not woo.
It's a little bit of impaling between friends.
That I haven't heard anybody. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.